Hello world, it is Thursday, February 1st, 2024, and looking out the window to find it's trying to be a nice day. There's a little bit of sunshine out there, and I understand there may be a mix of clouds and sun today, and actually a high near 50, which is really unusual for February. The devotion for today is entitled Bootstraps by Rachel Hackenberg. And Rachel bases her devotion upon Psalm 147, verses 3 through 8, abridged. God heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. God determines the number of stars and gives all of them their holy names. The Holy One lifts up the downtrodden and casts the wicked to the ground. God covers the heavens with clouds, prepares rain for the earth, and makes grass grow on the hills. And then Rachel writes, I don't know the names of all the stars, and have never tried to count them. I'm content with trusting that God has done so. I cannot assemble the clouds or provoke them to rain. I make no claim to a green thumb, and I'm fortunate when a houseplant thrives despite my best efforts. It's just as well that God sends rain to the grass and rivers to the sea. I certainly cannot. Yet I have nagging doubts about God's capacity to cast down the wicked. See how well wickedness is thriving in the world? And I wonder whether God can be trusted with the brokenhearted, considering how many generations pass down the pain of unhealed wounds. It's not complicated to praise God's talents with nature. It's harder to praise God's ability with people. Or maybe I just find it easier to praise God for the kind of work that I can't control. Maybe I find it difficult to trust God with the kind of work I tell myself I should control. Rain falling, plants growing, seasons changing, rivers flowing, that's clearly God's work. But I think I should bind my own wounds so God doesn't have to, and pull my own pieces together so the Holy One doesn't waste time lifting me. Bootstraps really trip up my faith. Still, I keep trying to use them. In Rachel's prayer. Great is thy faithfulness, morning by morning, merciful God. Teach me my work, and let me love you for yours. Amen. Oh, a couple things that came to mind as I was reading this was the need for us to be God's hands and feet in the world. I mean, that's what Jesus was doing, and that's what he was teaching with his disciples of actually doing the work of God, sitting and waiting for God to act. God's waiting for us to act. That's my feelings anyway. So that's kind of what I was thinking of as I was reading this, is we really need to be active in the world and put our faith into action, because I truly believe the purpose of our faith is not to get us individually into heaven in the next life, but to do the work of, I guess, how did they put it? Lift up the downtrodden and cast the wicked to the ground. I'm not so sure about casting the wicked to the ground is the right approach, or the approach that God would definitely use, but rather to try to change their ways, to help them see a better way. That's work that we can do and should be doing, and not just sitting around waiting for God to act, because God is waiting for us to act. Anyway, those are my thoughts for this morning on this devotion. Yours may be different, and that's the nature of devotions. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoy this odd February warm weather, and hope to talk to you soon. Oh, and it is Thursday, so if you want to join us for worship on Sunday, we will be live in person. Music starts about 10:15 or so, and there's announcements about 10:27, and worship just immediately follows. And we also do Facebook Live, which is also recorded, and it'll be available on Facebook after that service. And I also post the videos to our website as well. So hope you can join us one way or another, and hope you find some kind of inspiration to be God's hands and feet in the world. And hope to talk to you soon.